Escaping Denver, Batch 4, Episode 8, The Mission.
Emeryville, Track 6, last call for Emeryville on Track 6.
Birds can't smell you or anything, right? There's no, bloodhound bird that I don't know about. Am I missing something? Did a crow follow me across a dozen states? Is that even possible? I feel like I'm losing my mind here, folks. I really do. It is impossible, though, right? What I saw was a crow. Just a crow. Not an old friend or a secret spy satellite, but a crow. Right?
Attention passengers, do not leave baggage unattended. Unattended baggage may be confiscated and or destroyed.
And before we waste emails on the obvious, yes, I'm in a train station again. Where? Doesn't matter. The very clever will deduce it, and the information won't matter for those who can't. It's up to the collective to figure out if I'm heading to Fort Worth, or maybe Spokane, or visiting Sara's family in Flagstaff. Or this could all be a ruse and I'm getting on a bus, or nothing at all. See? I've given nothing away by being in a train station, and if they're sending spy birds after me, it doesn't matter anyways. It is impossible, though, right? Almost as impossible as cloning people in an attempt to make a key to a portal to another world. Because that's what the Archivist is implying. What we've known all along to some degree. Initially, I thought they were the key to opening the portal, but now it feels like they're literally the key.
And then what? The collective tested on us to make a new army?
No. They tested on you to make a key.
How can a person be a key?
I'm not sure.
And why does it involve changing our DNA?
I'm not sure.
And if so, why even choose us? You're not sure.
I'm not. I'm sorry. But you had to know they had a purpose for you.
I thought the experiment was the purpose. That the powers and the maze and the song was the whole fucking purpose.
I can see you're upset.
We're frustrated. I'm like the original collective. They were also getting pretty tired of existing on the whim of powers they didn't understand.
And finding out that all this was happening long before you were captives couldn't have helped.
Who cares about that?
I actually do.
We've always existed under somebody's thumb. Whether it's the government or travelers from the beyond doesn't change my experience. It's all the same bullshit. These truths don't affect the lives of the individual as much as we'd like to think.
I thought I was the glib one.
I thought the same.
This isn't glib, it's realistic. Pragmatic even. Makes the pill all the easier to swallow.
Yeah, but the pill we're trying to swallow is that aliens have always been here and in control. It's a big fucking pill.
Aliens, government, hell, even a bad job. If I'm not steering and have no control over who is, why bother complaining?
The collective certainly felt differently.
Thank God, some sense.
They're the ones who've been doing all this to us.
We don't know that yet. He hasn't finished his story. So far, they're the heroes in this.
Oh, it's the collective, all right. They've 100% been the ones testing and hunting you. Travelers have been wiped out.
See? Wait, what? They're gone.
Gone.
Like, all of them?
As far as the collective is aware, yes.
But how? They were aliens with all sorts of future tech.
They were teachers, artists, and explorers.
Still.
Not still. That's all they ever were. Pacifists. Not once is a show of violence mentioned in the runes. At least not a show of violence from the travelers. Wasn't necessary. Humans have a singular unifying reaction to the other. Fear. It was likely their means of control.
I shouldn't have to say that ruling through fear is pretty much the same as violence. Am I wrong?
No.
Yes.
Really, dude?
It all depends on what you do to earn that reaction of fear. An iron fist and human misery is one way.
And another?
The personification of moralistic and everlasting repercussions.
What?
They pretended to be God.
They were received as gods.
So all religions are just alien propaganda?
Of course not. Most religions are fabrications by humans to control and subjugate. These aren't religions I'm talking about, more ancient beliefs. Thousands of years ago, even before the written word, stories were passed down through an oral tradition. Like a game of multi-generational telephone, The story twists and turns through the ages, evolving. Stories of first contact, direct intervention, and outside influence become the greetings and guiding of gods. And now us, sitting here thousands of years later, have to dissect these stories and try to untwist them, get to the original truth.
I've never heard of frog gods interacting with anyone. Have you?
Frog gods? No.
See?
But, I mean, history is littered with animal-human hybrids.
You're not helping.
In Mesoamerican cultures, you have heaps of animal hybrids. Egyptians have Ra, Set, and Anubis. Even Odin was said to be accompanied by 2 large dogs.
They were wolves, but yes.
Are you insinuating that was all the aliens?
Maybe. Was it?
Likely. They were said to be shapeshifters, but whether it was fast like an octopus or slow is yet to be seen. I've always thought that many of your gods were likely transitions gone wrong.
Like failing upwards.
They're trying to make us into them.
What?
Aren't they?
You're jumping ahead a bit, but yes, that's what I've deduced with the given info.
What am I missing?
That's how we're the key.
I still don't.
Whatever this door is, it'll only open for them, like a DNA combo locker.
Not how I would have described it, but yes, essentially.
You said you didn't know how we were the key.
I said I wasn't sure, and I'm still not. I've never seen this door, and I don't think anyone in the collective have either. Every expedition to those depths has disappeared without a trace, so they don't even know how close to the door they're getting.
How do they know the door is even there?
A repeated piece of text found throughout the world, in multiple languages. Septum ingressus et exodus. Keeper, or rather, 7 ingresses and egresses that pair.
That's it? 7 ways in and out? That's the sentence that kickstarted all of this?
That's certainly simplifying it.
But really, how do we know this door is even down here in the facility? Where in those, 6 words does it say the tunnels under Denver?
It doesn't.
Then how do we even know it's here?
Because they just do.
That is a non-answer. You sound like my mother when she loses an argument.
Your mother said that to save face. Whatever she was trying to explain away would have been too much for your feeble child's brain to comprehend. And rather than invite the hundreds of follow-up questions, she would shut it down. Just as I have done, for the same reason.
That was...
Yeah.
I feel both insulted and embarrassed. Is there a word for this?
Humiliated.
Bang on. Yep, I feel humiliated.
That was not my intent, honestly. I just flew off the handle, as it were.
You seem pretty calm.
I was raging. Inside.
I'm sorry, but we have to ask questions.
No, you want to. But still, I understand. I've spent a lifetime cataloging, researching, and connecting the dots. So simple questions feel like an insult to the work I've done.
But why do they know the exit is here?
Math. Backtracking from one of the 7 entrance sites and connecting it to this space. Confirmed when they found travelers working in the space. Maintaining, or encouraging, we still don't know, the wildlife. Reasoning that the creatures came from somewhere, and maybe when you use the door to exit, they're able to squeeze in.
Do you know the math?
No. I don't even know all 7 ingresses.
Do you know any?
Some.
Pyramids?
Which ones?
Giza complex?
No.
The Sphinx?
That's part of the Giza complex.
Right. The Red Pyramid? Oh. Yeah, he smiled. You saw him smile.
Stonehenge?
That's one.
I was still guessing. Wait, is that why they were building one underground? I told you all about that.
It's why I asked. So is that why they were building one?
Probably to better understand it. But Stonehenge isn't the pair for this exit.
What is?
I don't know. If I did, I could understand the supposed math. But that's kept secret, even from me. And imagine it's something I'll never learn now. I really love this space.
I think you upset him.
We're sorry we've upturned your life.
I don't like change.
I don't think anyone does. And look, if it helps, you can come with us.
Come with you? With all due respect, you're a sinking boat offering me a ride? No, I'll be fine. It's you I'm worried about.
Dare I say the Archivist is growing attached to us.
Worried can have a variety of meanings. I don't know how much more I should help you, because I'm not sure I want you to open that door.
Who says we can?
A hunch. You two have done more than any before you. I need more information, and you need some rest. You'll be safe here. And after you're back up and about, I'll help in the best way I see fit.
That's it? A hunch? For what it's worth, we don't want to open this door. We just want out. Ideally with some proof to bring some justice to the collective.
I know you don't want to open the door, but what if your die has already been cast?
Whoa, unexpected belief in fate.
I believe in patterns, and yours leaves a trail of destruction. Let me get some more information while you rest.
We'll be safe here?
Yes.
And you won't fuck us over, right? I'd hate to have to kill you.
No, I won't fuck you over. And I'd hate for you to try. Rest up.
I can't believe you got him to swear.
I'm safely indoors. Right. Aliens. Right? Sure, when this all started, hearing aliens would have set off my hokum alarms. And yes, statistically, there is other life in the universe, but why would they waste a minute of it in Colorado? No offense, Colorado. I'm sure the altitude is worth the trek across the country. I just don't buy that it's worth the trek across the galaxy. But now, it's almost a relief to hear aliens. I was worried that these fear beings or travelers and now aliens were part of this ancient culture that predated us, and we, being humans, wiped them out. And while it sounds like we did that anyways, it's not filled with the same, colonial guilt. They came here under the apparent directive to guide us and fast-track us into being some sort of galactic neighbor. Not giving us the technology, mind you, but somehow helping us. And I don't buy it. Call it my human lens, but I don't see how anyone with superior technology, knowledge, and power would not subjugate these, us, lesser beings. In fact, I'd argue that being received as gods is against their directive to make us equals. Power corrupts. All beings, apparently. Ape and axolotl alike. And hearing that the collective started out as this great resistance doesn't help either. It just confirms that neither party should be steering. It's beginning to feel like there are no good guys in this fight at all.
I was out cold there for a while. I didn't realize how tired I was. Felt weird to let my guard down. Even here. Even under the watchful eye of the great Archivist. No, I'm grateful for whatever help we're going to get for him. I don't know, there's just stuff he's obviously not telling us. And now we need to decide whether that's enough of a red flag in and of itself. And I say we to include Noah, but I'm here by myself. Noah left a note that he was teaching the Archivist to game. Priorities. The Archivist has a decent setup here. A few cargo containers in the stacks of literally hundreds or even thousands of cargo containers. The deeper we get into the archives, the more these archives feel impossible. Endless, even. The Archivist says there are lower levels filled with private libraries and chemically sealed God knows what. Another red flag. How does one man keep charge of such an impossibly large collection? It takes 6 city workers to dig a hole. Yet this one man catalogs, protects all of this.
He doesn't do it alone.
Give me a heart attack, fuck me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Cough, knock, something?
I thought you heard
I'm a
me.
captive on the run with superpowers.
I didn't think...
Well, think. What are you doing here?
The Archivist.
Of course.
We share some of the same network.
For an endless tunnel system, this is all feeling very small town.
We share some of the same network, and I insisted on being the one who came.
Finally. Some honesty. What do you want?
To help. Really.
You're checking in on me.
What's there to check in on? You rescued Noah, partial broiled Harper. Job done.
I rescued a Noah. And what do you mean, partial broiled? That blast should have turned her to ash.
Looks like you're made of tough stuff, even without powers. She survived.
Which doesn't make sense. Why not pump her full of the same cocktail as they did me before sending her in after us?
I'm sure they did, but like an organ transplant, sometimes it doesn't take. In fact, it rarely does.
And pumping her with even more serum would...
Create a monster.
I'm not so sure that wasn't the case anyway. Now that we're no longer in the grasp of the collective, you're gonna try and kill us again?
No. Lesson learned. You're more valuable as an ally than a dead asset.
Oh, you make it sound so romantic.
You don't strike me as one who loves flowery language.
No, I don't love flowery anything. So, if there's nothing to check in on, why come?
To congratulate you. You continue to surprise us. And because we still need your help.
There it is. What do I get?
Same thing we do. To get to stop the collective.
For now. To get to stop the collective for now. I mean, every win we've had has been followed up by another challenge, another wave. It's like trying to fight back the tide.
I agree. It's too much power for anyone to have, which is why it's paramount that we curb it now.
Is this about the door? I told the Archivist we wouldn't open it. Hell, I made a deal with Tunnel Tarzan not to open it before I even knew what the door was. I have no desire to welcome in a bunch of alien creatures, nor am I interested in helping the collective.
While I appreciate that sentiment, I no longer believe they need you to open it anymore. We should get inside.
That's just Noah.
I know who it is, but as he hasn't seen me since I tried to kill him, I'd prefer not to cause a scene out in the open in case he reacts unfavorably.
You act like you're scared of him.
I am.
I'd asked that you not yell.
Sorry, she tried to kill us.
Many have.
Well, those ones usually end up dead.
Which is what I'm hoping to avoid.
Of course you are.
Noah, please.
You can't possibly buy this. She directed us to a planned bombing site in order to use us as bait.
Which worked.
Worked? If she had it her way, we'd be scattered in a million pieces amongst the debris.
But she didn't have it her way.
Then what worked?
Got rid of Andre and his kill squad and destroyed their capacity to make thousands more of us.
But
I get it. This is all batshit, but it always has been. All of it. She can help us, and we could use the help. She's more valuable to us as an ally than a dead asset.
Exactly.
Yeah, not quite ready for your input just yet. We need help, right?
not from her.
Do we need help?
But...
Do we?
Yes.
I didn't bring her here. He did. And we came to him for help, so this is him helping.
She right?
I asked her to come. Yes.
So I'm outvoted on this.
I don't remember a vote.
You're not out anything. This is just you and me. And if this is all too fishy for you, we can bounce. But if it isn't, I say we allow them to help us in any way they can. I mean, she was the one who gave me the Walkman.
A Walkman?
Cassette player.
Can I see it?
Is this really the time?
Yes.
There, look away. It's broken anyway.
You broke it?
I was blown up. Look, can we get back on task?
Which was?
Convincing Noah to let you help us.
I'm convinced.
Really? I don't want to force you into this.
No, we need the help. But can we please stop befriending the people who try to kill us?
No promises. Go. You have the floor. Help away.
Just like that? All right. Hi. We've met, but I'd of course like to start again.
I'm Noah, captive. You're Sand Dune cult leader.
San
Close
Hugh.
enough.
One is a land form, and the other is Danish for truth.
Thank you. The title of San Hugh is an honorary title bestowed upon me by those who remember the truth. We're not a cult.
Technically, no. You'd need to be worshipping a leader who is still alive, and in your case, the travelers have been wiped out.
Thank you, Archivist. Once again, so coldly but accurately put. We're a think tank, in opposition to the collective.
You have an underground cathedral.
Think tanks need spaces to work. And, in the spirit of transparency, yes, the roots of the group were certainly more worship-based than we are today. In true human nature, we looked to them as gods. But that has obviously evolved into our acknowledging their true purpose. To guide us into the next era of evolution. To invite us into a new stage of trade. Trading in goods, yes, but more the trade of ideas, technology, ideologies. And I fear we may have lost that invitation when the collective killed our guides.
So this is what you need our help with?
Wait, I thought they were helping us.
They go hand in hand.
What could we possibly do to mend that relationship? We can't bring them back.
No, but we can stop them from progressing this war.
The door. It all comes back to this fucking door that we don't even know exists.
We do know it exists.
Technically, we don't, but it could.
Not helping. Yes, it's the door, for lack of better term. We believe you were being tested on to create some sort of key.
So we've been told.
I don't think they ever intended to physically use you two for the expedition down.
Yeah.
You were just the lab rats for the cocktail.
You know how to make us feel special.
But you are special. Truly. Broke out of the testing levels.
With help.
And made it through miles of uncontrolled levels filled with creatures the likes of which very few people have survived.
Again, with help.
Which you find and earn. In the heart of a facility literally teeming with enemies, you two keep finding friends. That is something in and of itself.
And everyone who helps us ends up dead. Tunnel Tarzan, Andre, Alan, even Camilla. We leave bodies in your wake.
You leave change. And that's why I think you got all those people to follow you. To help you despite the danger involved.
And we should feel good about this?
I don't care how you feel about it. I care about the results. You two have done more in your short time here than we have done in our decades of resistance.
I'd say we earned a ticket home.
I agree.
Then what's the holdup? If we're the danger of opening the door, send us home. Get us the hell out of here and away from the door. What am I missing?
They still need our help.
We do. We've received intel that they've created something they believe can open the door.
Yeah, we can't defuse a bomb or anything. It's not really our skill set.
You took down the puncher. I wouldn't sell your skill set short. But no, it's not a bomb. It's an it.
Like a creature?
But from what we've heard, it's on a scale we've never seen before.
Like elephant big?
Kaiju big.
Holy shit.
What's a kaiju?
Like a Godzilla or Mothra or whatever. We can't take on a kaiju.
Between her strength and your healing, you might be the only ones able. We don't have the same resources as a collective. No spider robots in our arsenal.
But surely you have soldiers. People trained to do this, trained to kill.
Your lack of training hasn't been holding you back, and Sara is racking up the kind of numbers they make documentaries about. But we're still hoping it doesn't come to you taking this thing head on. They have one massive hurdle ahead of themselves still.
Taming it?
Getting that thing down there, to begin with.
There are very few routes to the depths, let alone direct routes for a 50-foot bastard of science.
50 foot?
I said Mothra.
I had no idea what you were talking about. I was just nodding along. Sorry, and you expect us to fight this thing?
If it comes to it, yes. But in the meantime, maybe we can stop them from moving it at all.
But how? Block whatever new tunnel they're digging?
They're not digging.
But you said...
The shafts.
But they're just gonna drop it down?
There's been a massive construction project happening in one of the shafts to the west. A lot of resources pouring in, and it looks like they're making a lift system. Something to bring the thing down, and maybe bring large quantities of things up.
Up? Like plundering the other side of the door?
In one way or another, yes.
If they want to bring things up, they might want to bring them to the surface.
This was our thinking. While the lift is still said to be under construction, our understanding is that they have a series of ladders and platforms that run all the way to the top. If you can sabotage the lift and drop an explosive down the shaft, we'll have likely shut them down from getting the weapon to the lower levels.
Couldn't they use another shaft?
Depending in which lab it was made, they might be limited to that shaft, failing some significant tunneling, which is neither fast nor easy.
And we do this thing for you. Destroy the lift, drop the bomb. We what, climb up and out to the free world?
Basically.
Where is the part where you help us?
We'll equip you with some fresh resources, weapons, whatever you need.
What about on the surface?
What?
I share Noah's confusion.
You have power on the surface, right? Connections, money?
Our network is global, if that's what you mean. But we're not rich, if that's what you're after.
Well, we need something. When we get to the surface, if we get to the surface, we still have to live. We're going to spend the rest of our lives on the run.
Which would be the case whether you help us or not.
Exactly. So why risk our lives? We could just get to the shaft and head upwards. And don't blab on about the greater good because that's not a selling feature. You're all assholes from my humble position in all of this.
I wouldn't say I'm an asshole.
What can you offer?
You do this thing for us. Sabotage the lift or stop the creature. We can give you both new names, new social insurance numbers, and enough pocket money for a fresh start. Nothing lavish, but enough. That sound like something that could work?
Noah?
I honestly hadn't thought as far ahead as getting out, but yeah, we're going to need new everything if we're actually able to get out.
Then deal. Tell us everything you know. You grabbing your torch? Oh, you recording?
Just started. Figured we made it to this step, maybe a quick update.
Yeah, update away.
Hello! Another update from your favorite pair of subterranean captives. We're still technically in the archives, although we've gone down a couple floors. I just wish we had more time, to be honest, because we passed dozens of glass-sealed rooms just filled with books and scrolls and all sorts of stuff. A treasure trove for a curious mind.
Got it. Let's move.
I'm still recording.
Still?
I just started.
Can you walk and talk? I hate standing still.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like being in the basement of the Vatican and not being allowed to actually look at anything.
Yeah, so hard done by.
But you weren't curious?
Yeah, I am, but not at the expense of my life. I mean, staying on the move is what's kept us alive.
Anyway, we passed all this cool stuff and are now exiting through a weird drain culvert.
And the Archivist said it was built to avoid the possibility of flooding in the lower levels.
That doesn't change what it is. It's Culvert City for the next couple miles. So, Sandhue and the Archivist hooked us up with all sorts of goodies and sent us on our way, including this cool compass. I had no idea how to use one before today, but I'm getting the hang of it. We're supposed to drop a few levels and head west when we get the chance. They told us to take our time.
Take our time, yeah. You want to tell them about time?
Yeah, Sarah's still a little peeved about the whole time of it all.
I'm not peeved. No, I'm unsatisfied. We ask them why the hell we think it's different years and they don't have an answer for us. The collective have the ability to make you think it's whatever year they want, so it doesn't make sense that you two would be given different information. Like, that is not an answer. We were given different information, so what the hell, right? There's something there.
Maybe, or maybe someone in the lab just messed up on which Noah and Sara models were used.
Ugh, it's a creepy visual. Makes me picture shelves full of, well, us.
Better than a bin.
Only marginally.
Okay, where was I?
Heading west.
Right. So we're supposed to head west, find the shaft, and destroy at least one of the generators that they have scattered up and down the lift system.
And drop the bomb.
Yes, I dropped the bomb. Where is that, by the way?
You don't have it?
Kidding.
Not funny.
Yeah, it's a little fun.
It's a bomb, Noah.
So we drop the bomb and climb on up. Boom. Easy.
Easy. Yeah, we just have to get across miles of uncontrolled tunnels and hallways, avoiding both man and beast alike. Then we have to use our combined 0 years of explosives experience to destroy some sort of giant elevator.
Exactly. Easy. Mm-hmm. You can't shake my positivity. I can almost taste the open air.
Tasting the air?
Oh, it's so musky. For someone so fastidious, he's got a gross back door. Oh, grow up. Come on, you know what I meant. Anyway, we gotta stay positive. We have far more information than we normally do going into an elaborate plan. Sandhue's network, they really came through for us.
Yeah, if the intel is right.
Well, she knew about Harper and the explosion and even Tunnel Tarzan. I'd wager she knows a few more things too. She did give us that heads up about the trap.
She warned us of a trap, yes, but we conveniently will never get to find out if it's true.
You want us to walk into a trap?
Of course not, but that's the point. She knew we'd never risk checking on the trap.
Well, what if we do?
What if we what?
Walk into a trap. Or rather, sneak up and check to see that there's really a trap.
Well, that's insane.
We'll be careful. If we're being double-crossed, there won't be a trap waiting for us. And if she's really on the level, well, it's not really a trap if we know about it.
This could be dangerous.
Oh, it's definitely dangerous, but we can't move forward if you don't trust the plan. This will put that all to bed either way. Plus, this is as easy a task as we've had so far. We don't even have to detonate the bomb. We're letting gravity do the work there.
And that doesn't stress you out? You're carrying a bomb that blows up from impact. What if you fall backwards?
I won't fall. And even if I do, it's not as sensitive as all that. I'd have to run it over with a truck to trigger it, which is why it needs the fall.
What if it gets shot?
We should just avoid that.
Of course we should, but we're rarely the ones shooting the gun.
Yeah, all the better for it. I'm a terrible shot. Plus, we don't need them anymore, what with your super strength.
It doesn't just turn on like a switch.
Well, it does with the song, and the Archivist fixed your Walkman.
That he did.
So, not only am I right in this instance, but how did the all-knowing Archivist fix your Walkman?
You're a child.
Yeah, totally, yeah, but how did he fix it?
Duct tape.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
You got one out of me, don't push it.
Duct tape. Like a certain genius.
What was that?
Karma.
There. You hear it? It's driving me insane. I don't want to get into the details of my current situation, but I can't find anything that would make that sound. I've checked. So if you hear a tap, I don't need emails telling me about it. What I need are emails talking about this planned pivot. My gut says that it's an insane length to go to for Noah and Sara to check on San Hugh's homework. But, on the other hand, if you don't have trust, you... Damn it. Can't even focus. What was I saying? Trust. Right. Well, living without trust is lonely, scary, sometimes even hopeless. I haven't been on the run all that long and already... Come on! There is nothing here to tap. I have a desk. I have a chair. There's nothing. Look, nothing. Nobody. If this is just a ghost or whatever, come on in. Just stop the tapping. Son of a bitch.